mind is going up like that,
Hey, Alberto.
Huh? Jacopo.
Look, I'm looking for my friend. Have you seen him?
Huh?
He looks like John the Baptist.
Come on, Jacopo.
But it's impossible. Hey, look, I've got my brother-in-law, Giulio, here. He's a fisherman. He's got his own boat. He can take you to Monte Cristo tonight.
Good, Jacopo.
He wants to go there alone because it's...
He will find the treasure on raising the 20th rock from the small creek to the east in a right line.
Come in. What is it, Fairbank?
The Count of Monte Cristo, sir.
Who?
The Count of Monte Cristo, Mr. Thompson. He seeks, in fact, he insists upon an immediate interview.
Fairbank. I do not know the Count of Monte Cristo.
Then permit me to introduce myself.
I'm sorry, sir. The house of Thompson and French receives only by appointment.
I too am sorry, Mr. Thompson, for this once you are mistaken.
Your behavior, sir, is unseemly. More befitting a Roman bandit than a gentleman of honor.
You are not, I gather, familiar with my title.
I am not, sir.
That is scarcely surprising. His Holiness the Pope bestowed it on me only yesterday.
Absolute nonsense. This is a show of force. Your intention, for whatever reason, is to intimidate me.
For some years now, Mr. Thompson, I have been traveling the world, during which time it has been my habit to carry my fortune about with me in kind.
In kind?
Yes. And never until this moment have I thought myself in danger of losing it. Last night, your Roman bandits attempted to rob me, quite unsuccessfully. And I'm here to ask the Bank of Thompson and French to protect my fortune.
Oh, very well. For the moment, I apologize.
I see that we shall get on extremely well, Mr. Thompson.
Your fortune is contained in those 3 boxes.
Yes, it is. I would like you to evaluate it.
Well, let us see what you have.
The gold bars and coin presented no difficulty. We can assess them. The gems, however, present a different proposition altogether.
My bank will be pleased to serve you, sir. We cannot put a true value on your fortune. But as a tangible security, I would suggest it stands against 150 million livres. Would that be acceptable to you? Then I shall require 2 specimens of your signature. Thank you. I am now ready to oblige you, sir, in any way you may require.
I would first discharge 2 debts. You will send to Captain Baldi and the crew of La Jeune Amélie at Legon the sum of 100,000 piastres. This is their reward for saving my life.
It shall be done.
Good. To discharge the second of my debts, I shall require information which you may be able to supply. Some years ago, you were in charge of the bank at Marseille.
I was?
And you knew Monsieur Morel of the shipping firm.
Extremely well.
Do you recall an incident when a young man named Dantes, whom Monsieur Morel had promoted captain of the Pharaon, was arrested as a Bonapartist agent?
Yes, the incident caused Monsieur Morel great distress. As I am an Englishman, he was able to discuss the matter with me. He was all along convinced of Dante's innocence.
Did he do more than discuss it?
My dear sir, you cannot be well acquainted with Monsieur Morel. I never knew a worthier man. He did everything in his power to discover Dante's whereabouts and to have him set free. He persisted in the face of every rebuff, and in the end became known as a Bonapartist himself. He was warned by the deputy public prosecutor.
Monsieur de Villefort.
But he continued and did himself irreparable harm.
Is he still alive?
Yes. Almost a ruined man.
There's my file in the office.
Yes, monsieur.
Father? Father, I've heard the news. Poor old Pharaon, she was a fine ship. What happened to the crew?
All saved, thanks be to God.
What of your creditors?
I cannot meet them and have no hope of doing so. In half an hour, when the news gets out, our name will be dishonored.
Father.
Blood, my son, washes out dishonor.
Yes, of course.
No.
But we will die together.
No, I command it. We have a mother and sister to support. You're no ordinary man, and I'm deeply proud of you. Reflect, and you will see the truth. The honor of our name demands only my death.
Father, you're the most honorable man I've ever known.
Thank you, my son.
Save him, monsieur. Don't let him do it.
There's no other way for him, Coquelet.
I loved him like my own father.
We all loved him. Now, pray for his soul.
Good heavens. My dear Maximilian, surely you remember me?
Mr. Thompson.
Dear God, he hasn't... Don't do it! Give it to me, Morel. Give it to me. There's a good fellow. I knew you were capable of some desperate act. Thank the Lord I arrived here in time to stay your hand.
Why did you have to come?
I am here to save the house of Morel. It's quite true. Look at me shaking like a leaf.
I don't understand.
You have there a letter of credit in your favor for 1 million livres.
1 million? Here, Father, let me see. But, Mr. Thompson, you know as well as I do, no one would guarantee the house of Morel.
Possibly, but that letter is not a guarantee.
Well, what is it, then?
It's an outright gift to your father of 1 million livres.
You mean to say this letter is valid?
Perfectly valid. You have a benefactor who is also a customer of my bank.
It's like a miracle.
Tell me, Mr.
No. It is the one condition my customer attaches to his gift. I may not tell you his name.
Welcome, sir. No doubt a glass of wine on such a hot day. Ah, 1,000 pardons, Your Reverence.
You are, I presume, Gaspard Caderousse?
Your Reverence is quite correct. I am Gaspard Caderousse.
Formerly a tailor of Marseille.
Oh, yes.
Bring me a bottle of your best wine, with 2 glasses. You live alone, Monsieur Caderousse?
Yes. No, my wife ill in bed. She's always ill. I manage for myself.
I'm very sorry to hear it. However, I must first be certain that you are the person that I'm searching for. Sit down. Did you, in the year 1814 to 1815, know anything of a young sailor named Edmond Dantes?
Oh, oh, yes. Edmond and I were intimate friends. What's become of him? Was he alive and at liberty?
He died, a wretched, heartbroken prisoner.
Ah, poor Edmund. Poor lad. Of what did he die?
Of what you suppose young men die in prison?
You knew Edmund, then?
I was called to his deathbed. Well, the strangest part of his story was that even in his dying moments, Dantes swore by the living Christ that he did not know the cause of his imprisonment.
Yeah, that's true. That's all true. He could not have known.
But if you know anything of the circumstances of his arrest, I should be glad to know it. For he begged me to search out the facts, and if possible to clear his name.
Well, there's much I could tell you, Reverence.
To come to the point of my visit, Monsieur Caderousse. A rich Englishman, Dante's companion in misfortune, who had been released from prison, was possessed of a diamond of immense value. This he bestowed on Dantes as a mark of his gratitude for the brotherly care with which Dantes had nursed him during a severe illness.
Of immense value.
All values are relative.
Had he made you his heir?
No, merely his executor. When dying, Dantes said to me, I once possessed 3 dear and faithful friends. The name of one of them was Caderousse. Another of the number was called Danglars. And the third of my friends, although my rival was very much attached to me, his name was Fernand. The third, my betrothed, was... I cannot remember what he called her.
Mercedes.
True. Mercedes it was. Where was I? Ah, yes. Dantes instructed me to sell the diamond worth 50,000 francs and to distribute the money equally among his friends. Now, you, Monsieur Caderousse, are the only one that I've been able to trace.
It's small wonder.
Why do you laugh, Monsieur Caderousse?
Ah, forgive me, Your Reverence. You spoke of 4 friends. If Edmond died loving Danglars and Fernand, he must know the truth now. They say the dead know all things.
What is the truth?
They were the worst villains in all the world. It was they who plotted Edmond's downfall. I succeeded too. Danglars wrote an anonymous letter denouncing him as a Bonapartist agent, and Fernand delivered it to the public prosecutor.
I see. But how do you know all this? Did they take you into their confidence?
I was with them when they wrote the letter.
Then you were an accomplice.
They'd made me drunk. I'd lost all perception.
And so you said nothing?
No. And I swear before God I've never forgiven myself.
To be a coward is not to be a criminal. To accuse yourself thus deserves pardon.
I pray Your Reverence is right, for God has punished me enough for my sin. I was a modest man, but a good tailor. My business failed, and I've lived in poverty ever since.
But if you have suffered thus, and no doubt the 2 real villains have paid for their crimes in much worse fashion.
Fernand Danglars.
Yes, what has become of them?
No doubt Your Reverence will know more about divine justice than I. Oh, I know what's become of them. A dreadful fate indeed. Danglars is a Paris banker, one of the richest men in France.
You amaze me. And how did he achieve this eminence?
He was always shrewd in matters of money. When the war came with Spain, he speculated he ended up a millionaire.
The ways of Providence are strange. But Danglars was a man of some education, and Fernand was just a simple fisherman. I mean, he cannot have prospered in the same fashion.
You think so? Let me tell you this. Your simple fisherman made a great career for himself in the army. He fought in Spain for that to make him a colonel. Later he went to Greece, where he joined the ranks of Ali Pasha as instructor general. Ali Pasha was killed. And by what means I know not. Fernand gathered together a fortune almost as large as that of Danglars. For his services, the king made him Comte de Morcerf.
Destiny. And Mercedes, has she made a fortune also?
Mercedes is at this moment one of the greatest ladies in France.
Go on.
She lives in Paris with her husband and son.
Husband?
Oh, I'd not told you all. Mercedes married Fernand. Here it is. Poor girl, she was all alone in the world. When Fernand returned from the army, they were married at the church of Acul.
Same church. Different bridegroom. Frailty, thy name is woman. Hey, Cararus.
There he goes!
We're going now.
Slip him up. Come on up. Save me! You better stand aside, Father. He's a dangerous man.
What is his crime?
When he gets to Marseille, he'll get what he deserves.
Of what has he been accused?
He was planning murder. He admitted it.
But he has not committed it.
He'd have done it all right if we hadn't seized him.
He was going through the streets shouting how he was going to Paris to do murder.
I see. Right. And who was to be his victim?
The Procureur du Roi at Versailles.
That's right, Your Reverence. Monsieur de Villefort.